What's
What's
up?
up?
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go. Another football Sunday. This is it's been good. Week 5. Um, it's been an exciting week. I'm struggling with my picks this week. I'll
I'm
talk.
feeling pretty good about mine. I'm feeling good about mine.
Yeah, I chose some I thought clear winners, but it's not looking that way. So I might be in a little trouble, especially even with the Sunday night game.
Yeah,
I think you picked the Pats. I picked the Bills.
yeah.
My guy Josh Allen, my fantasy quarterback, and I don't know. Right now, he's kind of letting me down.
Man, there's you've been talking about this a lot. The last couple of weeks, you've been crying for Travion Henderson. How do you feel about that?
Oh man, I just don't understand it. So look, Travion Henderson. I keep saying this, and I don't know if anybody else made this comparison. This is just my own thought. Um, Travion Henderson, and you got another running back we're gonna talk about later in Quinshon Judkins.
Okay.
I, I said this before. I'm gonna say
Hmm.
it again. In college, their duo was so good. They were like Montgomery and Jameer Gibbs. And
Right.
you know,
Okay.
and you know when you watch Montgomery and Jameer Gibbs, you know who's better? Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah.
Nothing against David Montgomery. He's a solid back, good back.
Right.
Um, my point in saying this is that Travion Henderson was supposed to be the Jameer Gibbs of that duo.
Yeah.
You see how good Judkins is right now.
Of course.
Travion Henderson was supposed to also like take that
Be
on,
that good.
also
Yeah.
be that good. So when I'm watching these games, I don't see him in the game, and I see these guys fumbling over and over again. And it's funny. I was listening to the sound on it earlier,
Okay.
and they're saying the coach once Ramondre fumbled, just tonight when he fumbled, they were talking to him. They were like, "Oh, don't worry, you're gonna bounce back. You got this." Everybody's like patting his back. You good, you good. Which I understand. You always do that, but usually when that happens, the
Right.
player is still benched.
Yeah.
But they completely just put in put it right back in. I mean, they put Travion Henderson in for a couple of plays, and then after that, that was it.
Maybe they just rate him so highly. Maybe that's what it is, and you just gotta take it at face value, I guess.
And Ramondre Stevenson, he can play. He's not a bad player. I'm not saying he's a bad player. He
Hmm.
can run the ball and everything. I just keep making this comparison with Montgomery and Gibbs.
Right.
And I'm telling you, Travion Henderson is supposed to be that Jameer Gibbs type player.
Right. Right. Right.
And it's so disappointing
I
to see
mean,
that.
you know that the talent is there for sure. I
Yeah,
think that's what they showed us in college.
yeah,
You could, like you said, you could definitely tell who was the better back
yeah,
at that point. So it's kind of interesting, and I think it all goes back to the system that you get put in when you enter the NFL.
yeah. And it so far it looks like the same form. But we'll see. A lot. Sometimes these rookies they come on a little later. The teams kind of put them on a little later. So we'll see what happens. Looks like another interception, possibly.
Yeah, honestly, I think we were talking about it earlier. I was really worried about starting the build. I mean, the Patriots defense.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I did it now. Because
Yeah.
I believe in Vrabel. Him as a defensive mind,
Yeah.
and I think the Patriots they got some good players on the defense end. They got Christian Gonzalez,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then the guy that I think they got from the Eagles, the
Linebacker.
lineman, yeah, something Milton,
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay.
yeah,
Yeah. I like. I don't have nothing against Patriots. I think they're a good team. Yeah, the Patriots look like they're a good team, but I didn't think they would get it moving today.
yeah.
But it's a divisional game.
But yeah, I think that's also why that's what came with my pick.
Yeah.
One thing I didn't evaluate, Glenn, Stephon Diggs. This is a revenge game for him, and he's telling me all about that right now.
I
This
never
is
seen
this
them.
is personal.
I never seen him so animated. I'm
Yeah,
like,
this
what
is
exactly?
personal.
What's going on here? Like
I
he's
don't know
playing
what
like
did to him.
He's playing like it's his last game.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. And I think he'll take it. If this is his last game and he got to destroy the Bills, he'll take it every
yeah,
day.
I didn't see this hostility towards the Vikings, so I don't know what happened with the Buffalo
But I
Bills.
think with the Vikings, it was a little bit of a different league. Like,
I think it's more about just paying them.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
yeah. I mean, there was a little you heard little rumblings of like some relationships going bad, but it wasn't anything that serious.
yeah. Right.
But with the Bills, you saw him arguing the sidelines with Josh Allen in the
Yep.
playoff game, and
Yeah.
so
But he came back as like, oh yeah, he loves Allen, this and that.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like they gotta say that. Yeah, but it's gonna be interesting, man. Like we said, it's been a great Sunday. I want to open up with this, everybody's favorite team, the Cowboys, and then we have the everybody's not favorite team, the Jets. And
I like the Jets. I don't know about everybody. I like the Jets. They disappointed me today.
I like some of the
They're
Jets.
they're 0-5. It's a tough way to start your season. I guess they didn't have any like playoff expectations going into the season either, though.
Yeah, they haven't had playoff expectations since Mark Sanchez was the quarterback.
Yeah,
And now we got Mark Sanchez in the news.
man.
It looks like when I first saw the report,
Mm-hmm.
it's funny. I was in the car with some of my guys, and it was like Mark Sanchez got stabbed. And I'm like, okay, so like maybe something happened, like somebody did something to him.
Right.
And come to find out later that day, the story came out from the police, and they were like, Mark Sanchez was like drunk that day, and he's over there, like I guess it was somebody was bringing him food, or somebody who's like the caterer or whatever, or
Right.
I don't know if it was Uber Eats or what he was doing. He was ordering something,
Right.
and he ended up getting in a fight with that guy. Apparently, he like tried to get in his car. The guy was like trying to protect himself.
Yeah.
Got some mace or pepper spray, whatever.
Same theatrics he was doing when he was
The thing is, everyone online is like they're shocked because Mike Sanchez has been such a nice guy. They're confused what's going on. And honestly, for me, I'm just like, what can go more wrong for the Jets? I know he hasn't been the Jets quarterback in a while.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if the team is cursed or what. I remember, was it Joe Namath? That was their like last great quarterback they had, which is like a long time ago. He said that, next year we're gonna win it again. He's talking about the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And since then they have not like won anything, So it's almost like that was like the Jets curse there. This organization, I said this earlier, they need to just get rid of everybody. And I feel bad for Justin Fields and Breece Hall and Sauce Gardner. Garrett Wilson, who, but once again, back to Sauce Gardner, he looks, George Pickens gave it to him again. I just don't, another game where Sauce Gardner is looking suspect. But yeah, the Jets need a clean house. I never thought I'd talk about the Jets this much, but they need to, from top to bottom. I don't even blame the players. I blame the organization as a whole. Like, just shut the whole thing down. Nobody can have success there. It's just.
I think, I don't know whether it was Aaron Glenn or somebody else made the analogy. They referred back to the Lions when Dan Campbell first came.
Oh, yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah.
Starting changing the culture, biting off kneecaps. You don't bite off kneecaps overnight. It takes a while. Yeah, it takes a while, and I think it might just be this is growing pains in this process. And honestly, he doesn't look bad. I don't think he looks bad. I don't, there's some turnover issues, but I don't think I think Fields could be the guy. I think they have some good pieces. I think it's something that they could work towards. I think like what I see on the team, at least on paper, tells me that this isn't the worst team in the NFL. They don't have to be 0-5 here.
But you remember last year, the team on paper was good too. That's the same thing we said.
And they didn't have to be whatever the record was last year either. Sometimes I think, and really, I think what was missing then, I think last year they had Salah, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he's just not the culture changer. Maybe Aaron Glenn is that guy here.
Well, so far it's not looking like it, but we'll see.
That's what I'm saying. You just need time.
It's a process. Honestly, they have some. They play the Bengals. They play the Browns this year. Those are two teams they can get wins against. So I don't think they're gonna go. I don't think they're gonna go 0-17. I don't think that's definitely happen. But I just think it's possible that they're up for another top 5 pick next year, which is just going to be devastating for.
Fields.
Yeah, like it's.
So actually, I actually thought that I was projecting them to be like a 6-win team. I haven't looked at their schedule. Probably have to look at their schedule before I can make this statement more boldly. But I was
Some of these wins have passed them. But honestly, another great game for the Cowboys. Dak
Dak, man, he's proving me wrong every week.
4
I don't know that I
touchdowns.
can throw hate on him.
George Pickens,
Javonte Williams, man, he had a rough season last year. He looks good now.
Hey, the same thing. You need another year with that Achilles. Sometimes the Achilles injury, it just takes another year, and he looks like what we thought he was going to be. And maybe we should have gave him a chance in terms of fantasy. Maybe we should have definitely he was a bargain, honestly.
Yeah,
he's going like the 5th
or later.
Maybe later. Yeah. And honestly, this game, I thought the Cowboys were going to whip the Jets. I thought it was going to be like a blowout, but Jets started to work their way back.
They do that thing. They do that thing where they do that. I don't know how they go about doing that.
Yeah.
Randomly coming back at the end of the game.
Yeah, and I thought they were gonna. I was a little scared about my pick once again because you picked the Jets.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't go over this week. So yeah, but hey, we'll see, man. I know. The Cowboys were happy to get a win.
Yeah, definitely.
They're 2-1, which is weird with that tie.
Yep. It's better than a loss, though.
Yeah, but it's definitely better than a loss. Yeah.
Man, let's move right along, though.
Let's move on.
This game, man, it's another one of my picks that came through. I told you it was just a feeling. I couldn't give you the words to explain it. It was just a feeling. J.K. Dobbins looked good. Bo Nix is doing his thing.
Yeah.
Nothing against the Eagles, but when everything is hitting on all cylinders, you can't really stop it.
Yeah, I think that the J.K. Dobbins thing, the Chargers kind of let him go, and they made it seem like this guy just isn't good anymore. I thought he was just going to be like a free agent, waiting for an injury, waiting for another opportunity. But the Broncos brought him in very quickly, and they gave him 20 carries. I mean, RJ Harvey, they're another second-round pick. These teams, another second-round pick that you draft, and the whole preseason or the offseason, they're talking about how much they love RJ.
Yep.
So and this is, I didn't see it in the preseason. I didn't see him ball in the preseason, but he looked okay. But when you hear Sean Payton talking about how much he loves RJ Harvey, I assumed in practice he was just balling. We get to the game, and today he only had 4 carries.
And that's what shocks me a little bit. It's like on a game where you run the ball. I think they ran the ball. I'm looking now. It says they ran the ball 28 times -3. So they ran the ball let's just say they ran the ball 25 times. Yep. The backfield should look something like 15-10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There should be a big, there should be a smaller gap in between the two backs, but it seems like JK has established himself as that guy.
Yeah, that's so. Last week. The 15 and the 10 is what we probably expected was going to happen, just based on a duo with RJ Harvey.
Right.
But JK is looking like the bell cow, getting 20. So Cam Sutton.
Sutton refuses to stop.
Cortland Sutton.
Yep.
Hey, he's a top wide receiver, man.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it's going to take for him to get mentioned with the other elite guys, but maybe a put together. Maybe.
He needs wins.
That's not his fault, man.
I know, but that's what's gonna get him in that conversation. And he needs wins at primetime wins. Wow, I'm telling you, Diggs he's making a team in this game, man.
Hey, look, Stephon Diggs is out for revenge here. We watching the Sunday night game here as we're going down these picks. And I never seen Stephon Diggs look this good. I haven't seen him look this good since the early days with Houston.
Yep.
The beginning of the season with Houston, he was looking amazing. And
yep. And I think he played against the Bills with Houston too, and he had a monster game then. He had a rushing touchdown. I think he had a rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown or something like that. It was the craziest thing ever.
Yeah, he needs some motivation to play, I guess.
Yeah, man. He hasn't looked
Yeah,
like this all season, man.
this game's looking interesting. The Patriots might pull off a drive. Like I said, I love 2 minute drill.
Yeah,
They might pull out this drive to try to win the game.
yeah. I mean, every good organization should be doing a 2 minute drill.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So frequently enough to prepare for the week. So this is a statement. When it gets to this point, this becomes a statement less on the players and more on the coaching.
Yep, yep. I agree. I agree.
But what do you think about Jalen Hurts, man? And the
I
Eagles side?
mean, this is the thing about Jalen Hurts or the Eagles. Let me just say the Eagles. I don't want to say Jalen Hurts alone.
Mm-hmm.
They have stretches in the game where they look like an elite team,
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden they rattle off some 3-and-outs. Jalen Hurts gets sacked a couple times. Time is running, and all of a sudden it's like the game is getting away from the Eagles. Because you watching the game, I'm like the Eagles look great. They're throwing deep to Devontae Smith.
yep,
AJ Brown getting some targets. The
yep,
passing game is going.
yep,
I was thinking in my head like, okay, Jalen Hurts is passing the ball. Nobody can say he's not passing it. He's
yep.
doing a fine job passing it. So I mean, nobody can say he can't. But
61% completion percentage.
yeah, which is
It's
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 okay.
average. It's not a bad game.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but what
Touchdown.
the stat to really look at, and what I think is the biggest issue with the Eagles that they didn't have last year
Mm-hmm.
is the 6 sacks.
Okay.
And the O line last year was sensational.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's
Yep.
not the case. It's not the case this year.
Yeah.
It's not, and I think that's everyone wants to blame Jalen Hurts and everything. I think that's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
I still think this is a top team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they'll win a playoff game probably. And honestly, NFC's getting tougher. That's why I said probably.
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
We had some good
Definitely.
games today and a lot of statement games. Saquon hasn't gotten it going.
Yeah. He hasn't. Well, so yeah. Okay. So Glenn, he only had 6 carries today. He's averaging 5 yards a carry. So is it I'm not getting it going? Or are you not giving me the volume? Because I
But
think we were just talking about Travion Henderson. I was telling you, I was like, I haven't really seen him
yeah,
translate this skill set to the NFL. Yeah,
yeah,
but how can I translate my skill set if I get less than 10 carries in a game? It makes it really tough for me to show what I can do if you're not really giving me opportunity to show what I can do. Especially some backs are just they need a bit of volume.
yeah. I think that is true for today. But looking at his game stats through the season, he had 19 carries against the Bucks, 18 against the Rams, 22 against the Chiefs. That was his best game.
Yeah.
And that was only 88 yards. He hasn't cracked 100 yards this season.
Wow.
And against the Cowboys, he had 18 carries, 60 yards. His stats all put together: 267 yards, 3.2 yards per carry, and 3 touchdowns. And honestly, he's been a factor in the passing game. You saw him today catch a long touchdown.
Yeah,
But
deep one. Yeah.
yeah, I think obviously I think he's gonna make it work. I think he'll
Mhm.
be fine. I'm just a little concerned about not establishing the run. You know,
Yeah.
so we'll
But I
see.
think that they can when so this actually has to be more of a this one might be one of those coaching things because they have all the talent to do. Other than the O line that's regressed significantly, I think that's where it's regressed. And we can mention the defense, right? But I think the defense still has all the pieces. They just got to put some things together. But in terms
Mhm.
of personnel on the defense, I don't think their personnel on the defense is bad. I
Yeah,
think their weakness might be their O line, and if that's and with a pretty good O line, I don't think their O line is the worst in the NFL
yeah,
by
yeah,
any.
yeah. Not at all. Yeah,
It's a mid-table, old offensive line, but the rest of the weapons on the Eagles are gonna like on their roster should be able to uplift everything else going on.
yeah. And I I love Devontae Smith, and I love AJ Brown as well. But I don't know what they're gonna do with to keep everybody happy. Today is a Devontae Smith game, and I just know that AJ Brown probably wish he had a little more. he had a bunch of targets. He had the targets, but it just didn't
Yeah,
work out. It just didn't work out. I don't want to think trouble is brewing because when like last year you're winning the games. So I was against AJ last year because they were winning.
right. Yeah,
If you and they're still winning now, but if you start losing and AJ Brown getting carries, I'm gonna be on AJ Brown's side.
yeah,
So hey, we'll see how it goes, man. It's Eagles. It's just one loss, right? Let's not
yeah.
overreact. Let's not overreact. But
And another place where I don't think there should be any overreaction. I think the Browns shouldn't overreact. They lost today,
mhm.
but I liked what I saw. I
Yeah,
like what I saw from the offense. I have Njoku on my fantasy team. This is first touchdown all season. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Dylan Gabriel is not gonna like fascinate you. He's probably not gonna do the super crazy arm talent throws. He's not Lamar. He's not gonna run around do crazy things in the backfield.
Yep.
But he's a timing guy. Move through the progressions, and sometimes that's all you need. You need a clinician.
Exactly. And I was impressed. It wasn't like the greatest showing, but once again, your first start as a rookie,
Mhm.
um, you didn't look overwhelmed.
Yep.
He was able to get two touchdowns in there. I know like one of them was like due to that fumble recovery. So it was a little easier, but he's throwing to the tight ends
Yeah.
for sure. Both tight ends
Oh
got
yeah.
a touchdown, and
Yep.
I have Harold Finn and as my second tight end in my fantasy leagues, and I'm a little worried because I didn't start him because that touchdown means a lot.
Yeah. Six
But
points.
yeah. But I think the biggest thing for me in this game, man, is Quickshawn Judkins. Talked
Man,
about
Glenn,
him.
you really told me about him. Honestly,
Yeah.
I wasn't a believer.
So you know what? You know why I know about these guys is because I was really watching a lot of Will Howard,
Okay.
and I was watching like full game clips because we picked up Will Howard. I didn't know if Aaron Rodgers was going to come to the Steelers or not.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching Will Howard, wondering, if this guy is legit. So I'm watching his highlights. I'm watching the full game highlights. I watch every Ohio State game highlights from
Jeez,
last year.
Glenn.
Yeah, and I'm looking at Quinshawn Judkins, Travion Henderson. Doesn't matter who touches the ball. Like
Yeah.
they're both balling. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like this running back, then this one, the next. Like they're just switching off. It's like doesn't
Yeah.
matter. And Travion Henderson got injured. He used to get injured a lot in college because
Yeah.
he's that type of slashy dashy runner.
Yeah.
And they like those quick movements. They get a little injured a little more.
Yeah.
But Judkins was just
Oh man, Glenn, I think the Patriots just secured a win here. They left the Bills with 15 seconds and they just made their field goal. 23-20.
yeah. Unless something amazing happens, because the Bills
Nah,
Bills
nothing.
don't, Bills got no timeouts.
Yeah, it's over, man. It's over.
Mm.
Man,
Hey,
it feels good to know I'm just gonna beat you again another week, man.
man, I'm,
Oh,
I'm surprised. I actually thought this week I was gonna get back in the race.
yeah.
Man, I don't even know. I gotta look at I gotta go through all the games and see. But yeah, man, Judkins, he's gonna save my fantasy teams. He's making my teams look really good.
Yeah.
I made the greatest trade in the world before the season, trading Bigsby for Quishon Judkins because everybody's wondering if Judkins gonna play. He had that lawsuit issue.
Yeah.
Everybody was worried, and I was like, if I trade Tank Bigsby and he's not, and he ends up being good, it's
Yeah.
worth the gamble. It was worth the risk for me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's all I was thinking. If Judkins doesn't play, he's not good. It's worth the risk. If Judkins
Yeah.
does play, I think he's
Mhm.
better than Ford. I think he's better than Sampson. That's how I looked at it.
Part of my thing is I thought that he would have to knock off the rust. I thought if he was gonna be good, he wouldn't be good so much this early and get as much volume as he did. Now he got 23 carries,
Yeah, but
which is
remember,
wow.
he was
A
good
rookie
the
that
first.
didn't even touch the ball all off season.
Exactly. Remember, he was good the first game against the Ravens.
Yeah. And then the next game, they gave like 20 something carries.
Yeah, yeah. That's when they were like, no, like we're gonna give it to you. So honestly, I kind of wish. I know I chose the Vikings, so this was good for me. But I wish the Browns would have pulled this off, and
Yeah.
they would have definitely fed Judkins even more. But they're still
Oh
going
no,
to.
no, no. He's gonna get his.
Yeah, they're
He's
still
made
going.
his thing. He's gonna get his, man.
Talk about the Vikings real quick. I don't want to go through this without talking about the Vikings. They went through a lot of turmoil in this game. I was worried this game that they were gonna lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Carson Wentz. I mean, he was up and down. He was okay. I think the most interesting thing was the wide receivers. And I heard a rumor, and I wish I heard a rumor about Jordan Addison that he was out late night or whatever
Oh yeah.
in London. You
Yeah.
saw
Yeah. he didn't play in the first half or something
best
like
in the
that.
first quarter or something like that. And I love Jordan Addison. I've been big on Jordan Addison. I wonder if that's true, but he came in, got the game winning touchdown.
Yep.
The guy's just good. He's
Yeah.
just good. And Justin Jefferson got his, which is great.
He's always gonna get his.
Yeah, he's
And
just
they're getting TJ Hawkinson involved. Like they have some weapons over there. Jordan Mason looks good. Aaron Jones is gonna come
yeah.
back.
Yep.
Man, honestly, sometimes this is how you should set up your team in preparation when you draft a quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They should be able to come here and do very little.
Yep.
Game manager.
That's why
And
the Vikings should draft a quarterback again next year.
jeez.
They give McCarthy the rest of the season. If he's not it, draft another quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah,
Don't let this
you
pass
can
you
trade
by. This
yeah,
draft.
just trade him. You can just trade him too. Man.
Stephon Diggs is fighting.
Say again?
Stephon Diggs went to the Bills sideline and was talking.
Oh really? That's funny. I didn't see it.
Hey, look, honestly, Stephon Diggs got a lot of attention this season with the whole Cardi B situation and all that.
Yeah, man.
He's having a kid. A lot.
Sometimes they make these players' lives so hard, man. I could never do it. I hate my business.
Hey, but this is good for football though. It's about to be a bigger rivalry now.
Oh
And
yeah.
then the next time they're gonna be in New England.
Yep. Wow. Oh, this actually means so much. I didn't even realize that they were at the Bills' house.
Yeah, which is shocking.
This is in Buffalo. Wow, that's terrible.
And Buffalo is a hard place to play. No joke.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun to see. That was a great play by Drake May getting dragged down
Yep.
and throwing it to Diggs.
Yep.
That was a great play. But Justin Jefferson with the Vikings, he's always gonna be open.
Yep.
And I don't know. The Vikings had a quarterback. Matter of fact, before we switch this game, the Browns are a quarterback away, man. I know it sounds a little crazy, but like they got players.
Yep. And I don't know how I like Jared Judy.
He's okay. Once again, I think he's number 2.
Look, 2 number 2s are better than one number 1 and the number 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I prefer 2 number 2s. I want 3 number 2s instead of having a number 1 and 2 number 3s and
with, Green Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we can move on to the next game here. But this game just closed out. The Patriots versus the Bills. Looks like the Patriots won off a last second field goal. Well, 15 seconds left. They hit a field goal. The Bills tried to come through with the. They didn't even try the whole lateral situation. The guy just caught the ball.
I don't think that's efficient, Glenn. I actually don't think that's efficient. I want to stop seeing teams do that. I'd rather them do the Hail Mary. I think the Hail Mary is better. It gives you a better chance. Any team that allows a team to move the ball up by throwing it backwards or running forward deserves to lose.
But what's happened a few times, right?
I remember the last one I remember was the Kenyon Drake one. I love Kenyon Drake. I'm a big Kenyon Drake guy.
Was that the Patriot against the Patriots?
Yeah, Miami versus the Patriots.
That's when Gronkowski was on the field.
Yep, he's playing safety.
Yeah. Well, that was just and you remember the other one the Patriots were involved in
Which one?
with the Raiders, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the Raiders. So the Patriots,
Oh, the bad one where the
yeah,
guy fumbled it or something like that. It was Jacoby Myers,
he
right?
threw it back. Jacoby Myers threw it back, and the guy catches it and stiff arms the quarterback to the ground. Mac Jones to the ground, runs it for the touchdown. Game over.
I think they when they went back and asked like, why did he do that? Like nobody understood. Man, he
Yeah,
was looking for his fantasy numbers, man. I'm not about to go get this.
but
Man,
yeah, it's this game this division may not be a gift for the Bills anymore. So now Buffalo's gonna be 4-1. Buffalo still leads the division at 4-1.
yeah.
New England is 3-2.
Yep.
Miami, we that's the next one.
We're even about to talk about Miami, man.
That's the next one we
They're
gotta talk about.
1-4.
Man.
Miami's 1-4, and then the Jets are 0-5.
Yeah, man. I know Miami won this game, but sorry, Miami lost this game.
Yeah.
And this is another team where I'm just they gotta do some drastic things.
Yep.
I think I just talked about the Jets, seeing how the Jets have to do that.
So I think these are two completely different situations, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think that they need the same solution.
I don't agree.
I think they need to get rid of
They just brought in a new
everything.
coach. They just brought in a new coach this year. They
Yeah.
brought in a new coach, new quarterback, new offense coordinator, new defensive coordinator. They're only 5 weeks into the season. If they're gonna show us something, you gotta give them a. You trying to tell me you gotta give players 3 years to figure out whether they're good? The coach can't get a. He can't get a full 17 games.
No, he can. And maybe he can do that. You know, the Lions were that team before Dan Campbell came in. Lions were terrible.
Yep.
Terrible. So Dan Campbell came in and changed it. So maybe that can happen for the Jets.
Yeah.
Miami currently, I think the culture is even worse than the Jets, though.
Yeah.
And Tyreek Hill, he's now gone. Maybe a good thing because he wasn't making any better.
No, it's not a good thing. It's never a good thing. Ideally, like what you're saying right here, you lose this game, which I think they still do if Tyreek Hill's here, by the way.
Yeah, I agree.
But you lose this game, and right now you can trade him away. Right? That's value. Right now, he's of no value to the Miami Dolphins currently.
Yeah.
And even in the offseason, they try to trade him. He's of significantly less value. I don't know what they could have got from him right now. He's 30-something, right? Maybe a third-round pick. You could,
But before he got injured or now?
yeah, before the injury.
You could have got a high pick for him.
You think and look at that. That's value to the organization.
Probably like a second round.
And that's what I'm saying. Right now, he's of no value. And their future isn't looking bright. I think they're probably going to draft a quarterback this year, right? Tua had 3 touchdowns. I don't know whether this game was him, but
I don't think it was.
At the end of the day, it's always going to be the quarterback's fault.
They started off, it was 17-0.
17-0. And then my guy, you remember I was telling you about him on Thursday, right?
Rico Dowdle. Yo, he went crazy.
200 yards, right?
I was gonna talk about him next.
Man, right on my roster. I started him so fast.
Man, when's the last time you seen a running back that's not elite run for 200 yards? I can't even remember.
Yep.
Back in the day, it used to happen every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been a while since I've seen a running back like Rico Dowdle's caliber to just run for 200 yards.
He broke 2 of them.
Yeah, 53. He had 3 runs over 20 yards this game. It was amazing. I don't think. Look, Chuba Hubbard is good, so you got to play him. But this 200-yard game, I might start him the rest of the season and have Chuba come in and spell him whenever he can.
Yep.
But
and maybe the truth is that, unfortunately for fantasy, I think Chuba Hubbard is probably better goal line. For goal line, he's a bigger back.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm very happy to see this. And honestly, I really want to see good things for Bryce Young, Glenn.
Are you one of the people that give him the sympathy sympathy congratulations?
No, I don't.
Because his career started so poorly.
The truth is, being a top quarterback, you're always gonna end up on a bad team, right?
Yeah,
But like teams like the Panthers are just bad. Like they're really, really bad, unfixable bad. Like when you get drafted to the Browns, it's so hard to fix the Browns. Like CJ Stroud gets drafted to the who you get drafted?
Houston, Houston,
Um,
Texas.
Houston, right? They had a better chance of being good because they've been good in periods and pockets of time.
Yeah.
And same thing with Jaden Daniels last 2 years ago, last
Mhm.
year. Washington has had periods of being
But
good.
see,
Where Archie,
Washington cleaned house,
yes,
brought in new everybody.
another one. Yeah,
So
you got a
that
point.
so that's even like you didn't
Yeah,
know what to expect there. Yeah.
yeah. But honestly, Bryce Young, I feel for him. And my guy, Glenn, Jimmy Horn. I don't know if we ever talked about how highly I rated him.
No, I didn't know you rated him that highly. I do know Jimmy Horn though, but I didn't know you liked him
Yeah,
that much.
yeah, I like him
Um,
a lot. And I'm not a big tech guy, but he's proven to be productive.
I wasn't, but he looks like he's that guy.
Yeah,
Um, Leggett, I'm totally out on Leggett. He scored a touchdown today,
yeah,
but I don't think he's good.
yeah. It's unfortunate too.
Yeah,
The most interesting thing about him is his accent.
yeah, yeah. And I heard that he be exaggerating the accent.
Oh yeah,
I heard that like he really just talk. You know, how, like even like you know, like people who are the Spanish, Ghanaians. Like when you're
yeah,
with the people, that's when you talk like that.
yeah,
But he can switch it and talk like normally. It's funny. It's funny. I saw a video somebody posted.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, it's interesting. Stephon Diggs is still walking around on my screen. He's having a good time.
Yeah, I know. He's a real big Giants game for him, man. Oh man, Glenn, we didn't talk about Darren Waller.
I'm glad you brought him
Guy.
up. I mean, I just kind of wish I drafted him.
Yeah, I not draft. I wish I picked him up.
I'm
I felt like I knew in the back of my mind, but the way my fantasy team looked, it was hard to drop people. It's fantasy is a little tough because of the limited roster space, but
For me, it was more about my waiver spot.
okay,
I don't think I had a chance.
okay. You're talking about this week. I'm talking about last week. Like, cause I knew he was coming back. Like, I thought about it, but I was like,
Oh, you talking about then? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Because usually for players like that, and this is just a tip for those that are really interested in fantasy players that are coming back from injury, you just get to just keep them on your roster just to see. Because those are the games that people usually break out, whether or not they're real people or they're going to be real throughout the season. Just have them on your roster because it does nothing. If they suck, you drop them. If they do great, you trade them immediately. Unless you see implications of like they'll be successful throughout the season.
Yep. And I with Darren Waller, he the Dolphins. It just seems like they're good with tight ends,
Yeah.
but because
Jonathan Smith last year.
Jonathan Smith last year was great.
Before that, Gesicki.
Yeah, so it looks like they're pretty good with tight ends, and Darren Waller was already good.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
said, he was an elite tight end before this, so it
I
looks
think
like
like that right off the rocking chair.
yeah. So and he looks fast still. I just can be how fast he looks.
Yeah.
That's what's shocking me the most. Like yeah, so
And volume, five targets, 5 receptions, 78 yards in the tub.
yeah, they just kept feeding him. He got caught all his targets. Hey,
But
pretty good.
yeah. Good. So this right, what implications does this have for the Panthers?
Honestly,
Does
we'll
it
see.
mean nothing? Does it mean nothing for either team? I
I
think it
think
means something for the Dolphins much more than it means for the Panthers. But
I don't think it means anything for the Dolphins though. Oh, you mean like with the loss?
yeah, like I'm saying, like it's just over. Like this their season's a wrap right here. Like let's just
Yeah,
count them out right now. Let's
this,
count them out early.
this got to be demoralizing for the Miami.
Yeah, of course.
You're up 17-0. Everything looked like it was in your favor.
Yep.
A chance catching the like wide, good
Yep.
catches like a wide receiver, and you do this. Y'all are done. Y'all are done.
Yep. And that's why I was asking what are the implications because that's how I feel about it too.
Honestly, Miami fans, you just here for the stats right now.
Yeah.
You just want to see Jalen Waller ball out, and you want to
Yeah,
see Darren Waller be all pro again. You
yeah.
know, and Tua better play his heart out because
His job might be on the line.
yeah, he needs the next coach. Because I think that he'll coach will be gone. He needs the next coach to see what he did and love him.
Yep.
You know, and I know he didn't like Brian Flores because Brian Flores was too harsh. You better hope the next guy that comes in is good for him.
Yeah. So, what about the Panthers? Do you think that winning this game, what did that mean for them? Do you think that they, are we going to see them in the playoffs for the first time in a while?
Not at all. No.
No chance.
No chance. I don't even. No chance. I don't see how they win outside of their division.
Okay.
I think that's
They
going
just
to be
won
the.
outside the division right now, though.
Yeah, this one surprised me, but I'm just saying I don't think they can win consistently outside the division. I don't know if because they can beat New Orleans, they can beat the Falcons as well, which is interesting. I haven't really seen them beat the Bucks,
Yeah.
but they can win in their division for sure. Let's just see them consistently win outside of it, and then we'll go from there. But I'm not a believer.
Okay. No.
But we gotta go to the game of the week, man. With my game of the week, I'll say
Okay.
with Tampa Bay and Seattle.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It's a great game. I've been a Bucks guy pretty much through the entire pod.
Yeah, but you picked Seattle this week. I don't know why.
Did I pick Seattle?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I didn't pick the Bucks.
I
Man, so I lost
mean,
this.
I'll go back and listen, but I think I was listening earlier and I was like, man, I don't know why he did this.
I was rooting for the Bucks the whole time, but I think you're right now that I
I
think
think
about it.
because I picked the Bucks, you just wanted to go Seattle.
I think I was going back and forth on this one.
Yeah, yeah, we were deliberating because it's a tough game. I really didn't know where to go because I thought, and this is exactly what I expected. I expected a really good game, back
Yeah,
and forth.
it ended up being an amazing game.
Yeah,
Baker Mayfield, man,
man, he's special.
87% completion. He threw 33 passes. He only missed 4 passes the entire game.
Yeah,
And Abuka is straight
special,
magic.
special man,
He he's
special.
he's always open. Even if he's not, he can. He's like a he's like a Funny enough, the team they played against today, JSN,
Okay.
they both went to Ohio State.
Yeah,
They're very similar in terms of like how they play.
yeah,
Um, and then there may be a reason for that. I heard Ohio State has a wide receiver coach that just trains all the wide receivers to be
yeah,
legends.
yeah.
and
And I think it's also recruitment. Some people they just see it. Like, oh yeah, this guy's good.
yeah, and honestly, the best wide receivers want to go there because they know that Ohio State has what it takes to make
Yeah,
me
the
great,
pedigree. Yeah.
great to go to the NFL. Like
Yep.
same reason why Travis Hunter went with Colorado and went to the HBCU with
Yep.
Deion Sanders because Deion can turn them into a great corner. That was the whole point.
Yep.
So yeah, they definitely follow where they can be developed for the NFL. And yeah, I think performances like today, honestly, Baker and Sam Darnold.
How about to say, Glenn? Don't Slam don't have four passing touchdowns.
Yeah,
He only
and
missed 6 throws. Of 34 throws, he only missed 6 of them.
I'm telling you, 82% completion percent. And honestly, the interception was a little unfortunate.
I think it hit somebody's hands, right?
Yeah,
No.
it was really the pressure. Hit somebody's helmet, like top of
Okay.
somebody's helmet. It's really the pressure that did it, and that just Todd Bowles. We talked about him I think last week,
Mm-hmm.
how he is just a special coordinator. He's a special guy. Todd Bowles. I remember you were saying how he's elite, and I'm like, yeah, he's an elite play caller. There's a few elite play callers. You got Todd Bowles and Brian Flores right now in terms of when you're talking about D coordinators. Well, Todd Bowles isn't a D coordinator, but he is just an elite defensive mind that keeps offense coordinators up at night. And honestly, Sam Darnold balled out today. Baker has balled out as well. This is one of those days where it's like, you know how they were drafted in the same one. They both drafted 1 and 2.
Yeah, 2018.
This was time. This was like a throwback Tom Brady
Yeah,
Peyton
yeah.
Manning situation, or like a Lamar Joe Burrow going at it.
Yep.
That's what that felt like today. Like
Yeah.
both offenses just dominating the
Okay.
defenses,
Yeah.
and the defense can't do nothing with it. And you just got to find out which great quarterback is gonna get it done.
Yeah.
And
And I,
we got to put respect on Sam Darnold's name.
oh yeah, and definitely, Glenn. This is what I was gonna say. This talks a lot more about system, where you get
Yeah,
drafted in situations, and those. This is a full testament of that. Both of them got drafted in 2018. They're drafted by two bad organizations. They ran out of those organizations because they didn't meet the standard because they weren't quote unquote good enough. They
I'm
go to
trying.
different teams. Baker was at the Rams. Donald was at the Vikings. All of a sudden, they're performing. No, no, sorry. Donald had to stop at the 49ers,
Carolina,
right?
Carolina,
Well, they were both at Carolina. Then they went to 49ers and
49ers. Yeah,
Rams,
yeah,
right?
yep.
Those stops, good coaching, a little bit of time, patience. And then I guess that goes back to your rule about the 3 years. I don't know how that plays, but like, full circle, they end up on teams that have good organizations, they good structure, teams that scheme well to help people succeed. And look at them now; they're contenders. And now we're
Yep.
like, oh, two elite quarterbacks are playing against each other. Asked us this question 3 years ago. We're not having this. We're not saying the same thing about them.
And that's why once again, Sam Darnold's went to the Jets, and I already killed the Jets earlier.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill him one last time. Sam Darnold had special moments with the Jets where
Hmm.
he made crazy passes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like the Jets at that moment, they had Le'Veon coming in, just paid Le'Veon big money,
Mm.
top running back in the league, and they had weapons, they had players. I thought that would be a good team.
Yeah.
This organization just crumbled. They had a new coach at that time. You know, it's the Jets. But yeah, he went to the 49ers. I'm going to skip Carolina. He went to the 49ers. Carolina was a bad moment for him as well. But they went to the 49ers, and Baker for his, he went to Sean McVay
Tom
of
Brady, yeah.
the Rams. I mean,
Offensive minded coaches. That's
yeah,
what
and remember, I don't know if you remember, Baker had that moment with the
that
Rams.
game.
Yeah,
Overnight, I think a couple hours, learned the play call. They had like 15 plays. They
like
ran
three
and
days,
won the game.
like 3
It was
days.
a big game. They were supposed to lose the game even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean that honestly that might save Baker's career.
Mhm.
So I mean organization matters so much. Coaching matters a lot. The culture, all of that matters. It's like it's night and day. And this game just kind of showed it. Because
Yeah.
how are we talking about Sam Darnold Baker like this when just a few years ago you're thinking
Yep.
both of them might not be in the league anymore?
Yep.
It's just strictly that. And like I see, the Jets are 0-5, and you got the Carolina 2-3.
Yep.
We'll see. I mean, you got these organizations are just bad,
Yep.
and these quarterbacks are being judged
Yep.
so quickly. It's just like,
Yeah, and I'm just gonna throw my guy's name out there. You won't agree, but this is what happened to Josh Rosen.
yeah, it was funny enough. I didn't think you were gonna bring him up again. He was in
Oh
that
my,
draft class as well, right?
yep, go to Cardinals, bad organization. Everything is bad. They get
What?
rid of you after a year. You go to Miami, everything is bad there still. They get rid of you. What do you want me to do? Go from bad organization to bad organization. I think he just quit while he was ahead, right? But there's no chance for the guy.
I don't know. I don't know. I think he could have done more in Arizona.
Where? How?
You
They
had
started the
leadership
season
there.
with Sam Bradford, who at that time was coming off a great season the year before.
I don't know why you have leadership there. You have Larry Fitzgerald there.
And that's what I'm saying. Sam Bradford, who was good a year or two before, couldn't get it going. That's why Rosen started. He
Maybe,
couldn't get it going. You know when the rookie couldn't get it. That's what I'm saying, Glenn. There's no chance. The guy got no chance.
maybe Sam Bradford was just a little overrated from the jump.
Maybe, maybe.
But now to get back to this the Seahawks game though. Um and Jigba, I talked about him earlier.
Yeah,
He
special.
another guy that just gets open. Cooper Cup has been okay. I think he looks like a number two right now. He looks like a good number two. A guy that I was talking about before on a waiver
Barner.
video. Yes.
Barner.
On
Yep.
the waiver videos in fantasy this week. This week I just told y'all get him this week for fantasy AJ Barner.
Man, is he on our league?
He's on the
still
waiver.
there.
He's on the waiver still.
Oh man.
And I didn't get him because I have Goddard and I have
Yeah.
Fannin, so I don't really need another tight end. But
At this point, it's too late.
he have 53 yards and 2 touchdowns, 7 targets.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure this year he's gonna be everybody's watch.
Yep.
But if you paid attention to our last video, you would have known
Yep.
to already roster AJ Barner.
Yep.
At least on your bench.
Yep.
At least, but
2 weeks, 3 touchdowns.
I'm telling you.
Yep.
This was a great game, man. Buka came out, going crazy.
Rashad White, 2 tubs.
Yeah, I was.
His rushing wasn't so efficient.
Yeah.
Right, but it's like you're saying, he's a good running back. I mean, Buck Irvin is what is it called? Surplus.
Yeah.
So they didn't need him, but now he's the guy, and now they have a good team all together.
Yeah, Roddy White did well out the passing game as well. He out the backfield, a couple catches, 30 yards.
Man, you don't want to put respect on his name. This is the second time calling Roddy White.
I keep doing that, Roddy. I keep saying Roddy White. No, but the Rashad White, I like him. I like him, man. He's a good back. But Chris Godwin still looking a little rough coming back, dropping passes again.
A couple more games. He needs a couple more games.
He
only had 1 drop, Glenn.
Oh, only 1 drop. I'm probably remembering last week.
Yeah.
But he may just need he may need a season. We'll see.
Really?
We'll see. I don't want to Javonte Williams him, and make him say he's bad already. I want to give him some time before I be harsh on him. But
yeah.
This is the 4th game this season where the Bucks have won off of last second field goals.
Yep.
Maybe not last second, but I'm sure like they ended the game with the field goal with little time left.
Yeah. This is a statement about how Baker moves the chains at the end of the game.
Yeah, and as clutchness as well.
Yep.
And some people may see it as like a bad thing, like why they're always in this situation.
But they're playing good teams. That's why.
Yeah.
They're playing against contenders. And
you're winning.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is what it is. And it's not like you're playing bad while it's happening. You're putting up points. I was shocked. Okay, when during the draft when they drafted Ibuka, because I know they needed help defensively. And honestly, I do think they made the right choice getting Ibuka because I really I love Ibuka, but that defense still needs help.
Yep.
So I mean, that's a scary part of this.
Yeah, they've let up 35 points this week, 25 last week, 27 the week before, 19, 20.
Yeah. But both these teams look great. Yeah. I was doubting Seattle a little bit because when we played them, I feel like we could have beat them. But it looks like Seattle is a great team. So the NFC, another team to add to the stacked NFC. The AFC was the stacked conference.
Yeah.
But now it looks like the NFC is taking that over.
Yeah, they made their claim.
Yeah.
We're running a little short on time, man. What game do you want to talk about next?
Yeah, man, we got Arizona and Tennessee. We can skim through this one. This one was just a wild finish.
So you saw the play, right?
Yeah.
I just don't understand it. And honestly, I needed to go back and watch, find out the NFL rules about that.
Why? The guy catches the interception.
He catches the interception. He fumbles the ball.
Yeah. And then his teammate tries to pick it up and pushes it
into the end zone, and then you just fall on the ball, and now it's a touchdown.
So if you as an offensive player, the one it was the Titans, yeah. So let's say Cam Ward pushed it, and went to end zone, that's illegal. But Arizona went and tried to push it to pick it up.
Yeah,
that's all good.
Why didn't the ball die? Why didn't it become a dead ball?
Because it was interception.
So
if it was a fumble, if it was a fumble and it went, it would have died. But because it was interception first,
that's what I'm saying. He did fumble though. He caught the pick and fumbled the ball. That's
yeah,
what I'm
but
saying.
it's because it was the turnover play. I feel like the offense itself would have had to do it. But once it's the interception, it doesn't qualify the same. I'm like 90% sure about that.
Okay.
Yeah, but we can verify that for
Yeah.
now.
Man, but your guy Marvin Harrison,
Hey, yeah, I mean,
he's looking good. By the way, also I was right about the whole running back thing. Or my partner. Just want to say that I was right.
did you start? You didn't start him though.
I know I'm pissed.
Yeah,
I'm
and
pissed, and I didn't start the guy we're going to talk about on the next game. But
Amari DiMercado, ridiculous. Before we move on, I gotta bring that up.
yeah,
Ridiculous.
especially you just watch Adonai Mitchell do it the week before. These guys are idiots. I swear these guys are idiots. I
Something.
can't process that. This has been happening in the NFL for years. But honestly, I think L'Jarius Sneed punched it out though. I think L'Jarius Sneed punched it out. I think that's what really happened.
I don't know about that, but either way, if he runs it in
Finish. Finish
regular,
the run. Yeah, finish
it
the
doesn't
run.
happen. It doesn't happen.
Yeah. He
So,
got to finish the run all the way.
Tajay Spears is back. Good to see him back. Calvin Ridley went crazy.
Yep.
100,
I just paid him away
131
on
yards.
fantasy. I'm so sad. Told Glenn.
It was an interesting game. Tennessee got lucky that they won. It was
Oh yeah, definitely.
just that weird last play is why they won. It's interesting.
Glenn, so let me ask you something.
Okay.
So obviously I don't think this has any implications for the Titans, right? But what does this mean for the Cardinals?
The playoff hopes are looking slim.
So we can write them off right about now, right?
No, not yet. But I'm in
If
my
you
head.
can't cleanly beat the Titans, how are you gonna beat the Eagles?
I know.
How are you gonna beat the Seahawks? How are you gonna beat the Buccaneers? How are you gonna beat the Lions? How are you gonna beat the Packers? You're not. If you can't beat the Titans, you can't beat any of these contenders in the NFC.
Yep, and that's why they're gonna be trying to sneak in for that 7 seed. That's their best hope. Because remember the Commanders as well, who we're gonna get to next. Once again, they're in the Cowboys realm right now.
Yeah.
So like those are the teams that like are gonna have to fight.
Yeah, especially because they're in tough divisions. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So and 49ers still to me are a playoff team.
Honestly, I have to apologize because I slept on them, and I will no longer do that. My fault. My fault. San Francisco, my fault. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. I didn't think they were real. And then we saw Thursday night. We both picked the Rams to win.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was about to close my eyes about the game. You know, I was like cleaning the house and like all of a sudden I'm like, why is there still a game going on?
Mac Jones says he's the truth.
Yeah, I mean, no, he said he's the backup and he's winning some games for Brock.
No, I mean, but he played like he was saying that. But yeah, I just he didn't have to say that. He just say hey, whatever. I mean, he said the right thing.
Yeah,
he said the right
political
thing.
answer.
Yeah,
So
man, I think it's
notes.
Exactly Shador, ridiculous.
Man,
but we can move on. Commanders and Chargers was a very interesting game.
The very week I don't start JCM.
Yeah, I know.
2 touchdowns. Oh my goodness, it's so frustrating.
Maybe he just needs Jaden Daniels there with him.
Maybe because they didn't give anybody else to carry.
Yeah. Chargers, everybody's favorite. It's not looking like the team we thought. And with this being said, I do think the Steelers are going to win the division with the Ravens lost today. Mm-hmm. I'm booking that. And the Chargers, I think I'm going to be fighting with the Ravens for a wild card spot.
Jeez, all the way to a wild card spot?
I'm predicting. This is my prediction here.
Wait, so do you see the division as KC, Broncos, and then Chargers now?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how bad Omarion Hampton's injury is?
No, I don't think it's too bad.
Okay.
I don't think it's too bad. But I think that losing Joe Alt, Rashad Slater is really having an effect on them. Because they went into the season thinking their O-line was going to be great.
Mhm.
and now it's looking like their O-line has issues. Yeah, we're gonna skim through that game, but Amari Hampton looked good. Justin Herbert obviously um, could have done a little more this game, but it is what it is. There,
Man, we slept on Jaden Daniels coming back, man.
yeah,
And
exactly.
Debo drank from the fountain of youth, man.
Yeah,
He won't stay down.
honestly, he's yeah. When he gets hit, he keeps going, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that guy is good, man. He's good.
man. But
Um,
I think we hit every game we wanted to hit, man.
yeah, I do want to say something about Shador though.
Okay.
Like all Shador had to say once again, because I keep watching it and I'm just like, why? What are you doing?
Why are you miming?
Why is he? Yeah, I don't know who. How's that funny? When is that funny?
Okay. You just finished it. I'll tell you something I saw too.
Does he watch that back and think that's funny? But all he had to say was this: "Look, guys, I'm sorry." So no, my bad. Forget that. Forget that. All he has to say is this: I support Dylan Gabriel fully. I believe in my ability, and I believe that I'll be ready if my chance is called. If not, I'm here to support Dylan Gabriel as much as I can and be the best teammate towards him. And
Be the best Shador I could be.
yeah, and work this week and prepare as if I'm the starter as usual. You don't have to say like, hey, you don't have to say nothing bad about anybody.
Yeah, for
You don't have
sure.
to say, you can boost yourself up by just saying that, you'll be prepared for whatever
Yep.
but like you do this mime thing and it just shows everyone
It's
exactly
childish,
why.
honestly.
Yeah,
It's
and it's
showing your
like
age.
Shador doesn't have the privilege of being able to talk like this because he's too famous.
Yeah.
He's gonna end up being like a Cam Newton, where like maybe you should still be in the league, but you're too much of a headache that nobody's gonna put you in the league.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he gotta understand his time is limited. After this, nobody might want you just because of
Yeah, for sure.
situations like this.
Look, Shiloh is literally teamless.
Yeah, and I think he's a good guy. I think he's a good kid. Honestly, I don't think Shiloh would have done this. I think Shiloh's
Yeah,
a
of course not.
and
Yeah,
that's the
Shiloh's
goal,
also
bro.
an adult. Shiloh's an adult, you know what I'm saying? And he
Yeah,
hasn't grown up with as much popularity as Shador.
yeah.
Shador was more the golden boy, so I think he gets, his head might be a little bigger. I don't want to sound like I'm bashing the guy, but I saw he made a post on Instagram with him and Dylan Gabriel, and he was like, "Dogs."
Hey, that's good at least.
Yeah,
Yeah, at
but
least that's good.
let's wrap up. We're over the hour mark.
Yeah, sorry, Shador. I took this time to,
I love Shador. I'm a big Shador fan, by the way.
I like Shador too, and I would like him even more if he didn't go to Cleveland.
Yeah, and honestly, that's what was tough for me. I wanted him to go to like the Rams or something.
Yeah, I would have been on board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Thank you guys for coming on.
Oh
Appreciate
yeah,
the support. Like,
yeah.
comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
We got a good one Monday night with KC and Jacksonville.
Oh yeah,
It's a good one in terms of records. Once Chiefs are 2-2, Jacksonville's 3-1. Chiefs are looking good as they're winning Baltimore.
yep,
Hey, we got picks on that game as well.
yep.
I think we both got the Chiefs in this one.
Yeah.
We'll see if we're right. Either way, I truly thank y'all for coming today. We didn't get much questions today. If you have questions, throw them in. I remember last week we had a bunch of people come on with questions. So
Yeah.
don't be shy. Ask questions. If you got questions, ask them.
Yep.
We're happy to see you guys. Happy to conversate with you guys as usual.
All right. Thanks, guys. See
All
you
right.
on Tuesday, 7
Yep.
p.m. with all your fantasy questions and needs.